said nothing is fresh is the best is. Whoever than himself, he the best is. Impressive. I ain't rhyming any beat like I did back in 96. The beat he in the streets earbuds. Fuck the beats and be cursing like a sailor. I so I will be writing grander. For those they give you remember the Titans have blood like Perseus. Uncle Tom was like a white man. Stay about his money. Let me in the ear like he Tyson. And I hear he laid back guys feet up when he rap. Making the traffic stand still. They freeze when he say action. A small fraction might walk away simply because of distraction. But always getting back. I think it's because I'm so attractive. The attractions in my trap and roll over to the masters on my Oscar de la Renta dough. Get with the classics. It's on your downfall. Make a beat to go imagine. I take a seat and relax. Scratch the beat and keep rapping.
Different world. Ooh, and where you come, different world. Ooh, and where you come, different world. Ooh, and where you come from. The city is not, yeah.
A chef on the glass, work on the plate, show my ass. Got the skills to pay the bills, but expensive taste make waste haste to your face. And baby, take this creme fresh to your face. Won't not like that, gotta make sure it's seasoned right. You ever served 160 within a 300C? Humanity testing your sanity. After you were dropping a hole, no light, no more fight. But to get that time, you must do the crime. After 12, we feel one. Say stories to tell about going through hell. How you almost fell, how you messed up that VIP's Quinnell. This life in the kids, so you got a quick glimpse of what it means to hustle, bustle through our eye muscle. It's crazy, it's crazy. This profession's not for the lazy, cause it's a
different world. Ooh, and where you come, different world. Ooh, and where you come, different world. Ooh, and where you come from. The city is not, yeah. Here's our chance to make it. Hey, and if we fall less on our goal, you can decide, we can take care. Hey, just remember that you've been told.
It's a different world, man, I'm on some different shit. 250 nowadays for a pair of kicks. I remember when James was like $130, but the rock what I got in my stock, you're unworthy. Foam posits on my feet, never laced up. Foam posits on my feet with the fresh cut. Cargos with the dope t-shirt to match. Wait a minute, hold on, let me check the back of the trunk. Pull them sixes out, feeling like Brian and Dwayne, feeling fresh in this game like a champ. Got them Jeremy Scotts on their feet with the wings. I'm fly above means, above all, just to get fresh like God getting these kicks. You gotta stand in line overnight, wait for these shits camp out. Had these for 3 weeks before they even came out. It's a
different world. Ooh, and where you come, different world. Ooh, and where you come, different world. Ooh, and where you come from. The city is not, yeah. Here's our chance to make it. Hey, and if we fall less on our goal, you can decide, we can take care. Hey, just remember that you've been told. It's a different world. It's a different world. It's a different world. It's a different world. Where you come from. Ooh, and where you come from.
Yo, I am here. I'm a lot happier now. Oh Lord, we got to talk, folks. We got to talk. Let me fix this camera real fast. That's right. I want to make sure y'all see this. Yes, I got on the Ankh that I got from Goddess Ayana. Shout out to her black business and all that. And I went the Jesse Lee Peterson because today I ain't gonna coon, but this is my reaction. This reaction right here encapsulates everything I've seen over the last year. And the face just has that face of we told you so. And you Negroes sit up there, y'all don't want to listen to folk. Black people, we have this problem. We have to try to be the smartest people in the room, and it does not work because we are not unified in doing research until it's too late. We're too reactive, not proactive. So I'm not understanding. Lord have mercy, but I'm glad y'all are here. I'm glad because this is going to be a fun show. I'm waiting for my guests to come. If y'all were here last night, y'all missed a great show if you weren't. But if you were, I was talking with Ayo Isaú. He's a brand new content creator, and we were talking nerd stuff. We were talking about DC, Marvel. We talked about anime. We talked about uh, the state of the MCU. We talked about the ideas that the CW Arrowverse should use to make it better because they've lost a lot of fans over the years. So check that out. I know when I re-upload the video and I do the edits, it'll be somewhere in there. So check that out. I got to drink water for this because, oh, black people. So like it says in the description box, January 11th, I did a broadcast called The Civil War is Here. And black people need to wake up. And in there, it was about an hour and 40 minutes. I went in. I explained that the decision that black people made to vote for this administration was going to have catastrophic consequences for us as a whole. And we're seeing that now. That's right. Do what the banner says, folks. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right. Share, like, and subscribe because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. Black folks, we know there's a war outside. We understand this. I think collectively we all understand this. What a lot of us fail to realize, though, is without a united front, we're never going to achieve what we deserve. Now, y'all know me. I'm a reformed coon. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I had my coon moments. This has been a 9-year process. I troll a lot. Troll black people. But I've always had good intentions for black people. And one of those good intentions was when I started this platform with Rose Gold, I was going to come from a mostly center-right position. I don't mind looking at a situation and saying, okay, you know what? One side is wrong. I'm not a homer for one side. I just know what works and what doesn't work. And this ain't it, folks. What y'all voted for, this ain't it. Because with all the Belle Biv DeVoe running around and Biden trying to push the Belle Biv DeVoe, and now they have the Unicron variant running around. Shout out to Unicron. Supply chain shortages. Supermarkets are getting called by the FTC to release their books because they want to know why people aren't getting the supplies they need. Like I even went to the supermarket this morning. They only had chicken breast. Like the chicken breast thing is bare, son. So I don't know what the hell's going on, but we know what's going on. It's this administration's fault. Can't blame Trump no more. Can't blame him no more. You've had almost a year to clean up his problems like you said you were, and you didn't do it. So we got to start from the ground level, folks. And this is how we're going to start the ground level, folks. Because if you saw the thumbnail, we talk about Kyle. We're going to talk about down here in Atlanta with the mayoral race. We're going to talk about the old dead black media. Shout out to Jason Black and Professor Black Truth. And we're going to talk about how black people can get past this. I think my guest is here. Let us see. I'm going to just do quick swapping around. She's wearing that terrible hat, folks, because that terrible hat represents a team that is terrible.
You like my hat?
I see your hat. Those terrible color scheme.
Oh Lord.
Of the Seattle Seahawks, folks. She's wearing the Seattle Seahawks. She's trying to channel Russell Wilson and telling him to stop simping.
I know.
Lady, because anytime he's simping for his old lady Sierra, they lose a game.
Exactly. It's aggravating. to
Hello,
say the
Bailee.
least. Hey.
How are you?
You know me, same old, same old. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm great. I was just telling the folk how I went to the grocery store this morning. They had no chicken breast, so I already know what's about to happen.
Oh Lord.
That's okay. The farmers market got plenty, so
Uh-huh.
I was there yesterday. So I just need to get some like frozen vegetables and stuff and make deep dish
Frozen?
pizza.
Oh.
So yeah, but shout out to this administration. Shout out to
you
them.
go.
Can't even get a Negro can't even get chicken breast for
I
a
know.
weeknight meal. God, dog.
Wait, you're putting chicken breast on your pizza?
No, this pizza was I made from scratch, folks, because I do the chef thing. I
Uh-huh.
did pepperoni, cheese, and spinach.
Ooh.
Deep dish. I'm gonna put the picture up after I get off the show.
Mm-hmm.
Get the holes in my DMs. But
Right.
anyway, let's get started.
Yes.
I was telling the folk, I was just monologuing about how this past year I did that Civil War show about how black people screwed up this election, and you were one of the people that yelled at me and said, "Nah, it's gonna be different. Anybody but Trump." I said, "Okay, cool. I'm finna wait." And here we are now, November 30th. It's about to be Christmas, folks, and people out here still can't. Shout out to them. They about to get evicted.
I never said it was going to be different, but I did say I voted to get Trump out, though.
That's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Totally, that's fine.
I just
shout out to you and black folks.
I didn't know it was going to be this tragic, though.
Listen, this is tragic. Tragic ain't the word. Tragic, you can get over a tragedy. This is like y'all killed Jesus.
Something's going on.
Oh, we know what's going on.
It's really bothering.
They don't want us to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
They need slaves.
Oh, here you go.
Oh, they do. Come on, they need slaves. That's why they want everybody to be the same. I talked about this. They want everybody to be the same.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's kind of what's been my driving issue lately is the attack on just individuality, thought, speech. It's scary as hell. I don't think people realize just how scary it is. Like even with Jack Dorsey stepping down, that's scary to me. Like,
we know what that is, though. That's a move because he knows he's about to get sued and he wants to distance himself away from his personal assets not getting touched.
Mm-hmm. Sued for what? I'm out of the loop.
Oh, Trump and some other conservatives have lawsuits against Twitter right now. So,
I don't get though why a lot of the famous, more prolific Republicans. I don't get why they're even on Twitter. Why aren't they on Parler?
Because Parler is dead right now. Because as soon as they got kicked off the two app stores, they haven't recovered.
Mm-hmm.
So they're dead right now.
Mm.
Locals, it's starting to get up there now that they're in a partnership with Rumble now. So those two are going to collapse. So maybe you'll see more on there. But Twitter, for them, that's the place they need to be. Because that's the way you're going to get the message out. Because Facebook does too much. Instagram, they're not picture people.
Right.
And it'll just be a roasting session all day. At least with Twitter, you could just roast somebody's words.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I just hope they don't mess up Twitter for what it is.
Oh, Twitter's been done.
I mean, I know it's definitely changed from because I joined Twitter in 2009, June of 2009. So it's eons different than what it used to be.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What's your favorite app? Social media app?
Right now, I'm still clinging to Instagram. I'm trying to get my locals up a little bit, but that's a funny platform. Like you have to pay. Like as a creator on there, you can either do free content or do paid content, but it would be better to do the paid content. But I'm still trying to work it. I haven't posted there in a minute, but I might do that later. Plus, I can stream there now, so I might start doing that. I have to figure out with this StreamYard thing, but
it's complicated.
Yeah, but I think with Rumble coming, it might rival Instagram in terms of getting information out because Instagram they just like censoring the hell out of you. That's why I don't even put up stuff about the vax anymore.
Rumble, am I behind?
Rumble was created for conservatives, like put their videos on and not get censored. So And Locals is made by Dave Rubin, who used to be on the Young Turks. He created that, and you have people like him, Tulsi Gabbard, some other conservatives on there. So I think they entered a partnership deal where they're gonna combine forces. So now I know Trump has his channel on there for his videos and his live streams because we
Does he?
know, yeah,
Why-
that's why I see when he does his rallies, because the mainstream ain't gonna pick it up. He
Right.
does it on there, so I watch it on there. But
So you're still down for Trump?
oh yeah, I want that man back. I told you that.
But why him? Why not someone like? Why not another Republican?
Because nobody else. Okay. I'm looking at this race and I kind of know who's gonna run. They don't move me. They're like they're way too far right.
And you were down for Trump before, like you voted for Trump in 2020, and I'm sorry, 16.
No, I voted for
so
Hillary.
You weren't. Oh,
I voted for Hillary in 2016 because I didn't trust him.
Right.
Yeah, and then I said after he got in, I said I'm gonna wait 2 years and I'm gonna watch what he does. And then, like I said, 2019, when he saved those 50 black kids down here in Georgia from getting trafficked, that was my day that I said I'm gonna vote for that man.
Wow.
Yeah, and my bank account was looking real nice.
See, yeah, that moved a lot of people. So you were fine with all the craziness, so as your pockets were looking all right.
Well, it wasn't craziness that I didn't see during Obama. So
I know,
but it's like a lot of people forget that. Like we had, okay. Shout out to black people that are gonna watch this. I know you're gonna be upset. We had more racial incidents under Obama than Trump.
Yeah.
So for y'all to run around and say that Trump was he emboldened more racists, no, he made them come outside. He played chess with y'all. The racists came outside. And now Biden is allowing the racists to come outside, but now they're saying the N-word. I'm just waiting for them to start calling us jungle bunnies again. I'm just waiting for it. It's coming. Listen, they're saying the N-word in public now.
Who?
Oh, damn.
Remember when he said Negro?
No.
Oh.
Somebody, the dude in Arizona that called the black guy the N-word. Yes.
Where have I been?
Yeah, this was during the pandemic.
Look at this. Okay, so
yes.
Again, you don't think Trump was racist, but even if he was,
no, I said this. He a bigot. He ain't no racist. He a bigot. Okay, he one of them old school. He like Archie Bunker to me.
Okay.
He like black people, but when push come to shove me, he given the choice. He gonna ride with white people, which I'm fine with.
I mean, hey, wouldn't you do the same for yours?
Yes.
Right.
That's why I said I'd rather deal with the bigot I know than the racist I don't.
I like that.
And y'all, even when Biden got in 2008, there was something about him I did not like. Off rip, and I didn't know nothing about this man. I did not like him. I was like, he looked weird. He looked like a weird white man. He looked like that white country club white man. That's what he looked like. Like he won't talk to you, but you expect him to give you a towel.
I thought Biden was cool.
That's fine because y'all saw those videos with him and Obama running around with sunglasses and having fun with each other. And I'm like, that's
where I messed up though. And I think that's where a lot of us mess up. Because okay, so I voted every year I've been eligible to. I mean, since I've been 18, I voted every presidential election. Even when I was overseas serving, you know what I mean? I had my little absentee ballot. I got it done. I made it a point to do that. But I will say, as I'm getting older, I did vote based off character. When I'm not certain that's what we should anymore. I mean, if you're not considering like policy. Now, if you're doing character and both, cool. But me, I personally just did it based off of the party, number one, and the likability. And an interesting thing about Trump was the only reason why I didn't vote for him in 16 wasn't because of any type of concern of him being racist, wasn't any type of concern about him being a bigot. I just thought he wasn't qualified because we all grew up seeing Trump in pop culture. Like I'm a TV baby, I'm a latchkey baby. I've always seen him in movies, Home Alone. I saw him in a lot of shows I would watch, like Sex and the City. Like Trump was in pop culture. I mean, the Printons. I mean, you've never heard any of those things. So for me, it was never, oh, Trump's racist. That's why not. To me, I just didn't want to vote for him. I'm like, how in the hell is this fool going to be the president of the United States of America? This dude has buildings all over the place. He's a businessman. And I knew his business sense wasn't, I mean, at that time, to me, in my opinion, he didn't seem to be the best businessman in the world. So I was like, what is he going to do? So I just went for the career politician. Now, if this were to be 16 now, with the knowledge I have now, of politics and just how things work. Before all his craziness, like if it were the same exact, situation, but you took me now and put me back, I probably would have voted for him the first time. Now I don't
Mhm.
think I would have voted for him a second time, only because it's like you got to learn how to act. And I've gone back and forth with like, should I consider his character over like I said, the economy was booming, everything was going good. The country was divisive, but as to your point, you're right. It was I think it was more divisive racially than Obama's term, personally. I think that's when all this started coming out. That's when BLM emerged. All this race baiting, race division, this all happened during Obama's era. A lot of people don't realize that's when it happened though. I just think Trump, and this is where I agree with you, it makes him a bigot, saw that, use it to his advantage. And that's to me where it gets a little like, okay, it's kind of racist. I mean, if you're going to use it, because you got to, let's be honest, Trump is not messing with his base. Most of the people that support him, he probably wouldn't even say hi to them or give them a piece of gum on the street, to be honest with you. Those, Hicks or whatever the hell that just bleed for Trump, he probably wouldn't even acknowledge them on the street. This is be real. Trump is not for the poor, Kid Gravity. And we know that.
I'm not frozen. I was just mentioning.
I mean, it's true. Like most of his base, like these
No, his base is middle,
He-
middle, and upper class. We know this.
yeah, like those tiki tortures and all, they don't realize and I'm even like, not even trying to, I mean, they call themselves rednecks with the missing teeth. They love this man. He wouldn't give them a God bless you if they sneezed in the room. And I think that's the interesting thing. And it's like, so that's why I've been going back and forth. It's like, do I think Trump is racist? No, I don't. But if you want to be real, and I might bite my tongue. I don't know. Nah, nothing. Never mind.
He's a bigot. We just gonna say what it is. He's a bigot. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But folks, let's begin this discussion. Now, my mama, shout out to my mama. How your mama doing, by the way?
Oh, that's actually what I was thinking about when I was talking, because I had a discussion with her about this.
Cool.
But no, she's good. She's good.
Cool. So I talked to my mama. Well, she texted me Sunday. Yeah, I think it was Sunday. One of them days, I don't remember. It's been down here. It's been crazy for Thanksgiving. I hope all y'all ate y'all turkey. I hope you got a turkey. I should say it.
Yeah, we got a big juicy turkey.
And there it is. I knew she was gonna run back to meat.
Oh yeah, no. Actually, it's funny you say that. As of tomorrow, it's over with. See, plant based, you can, like for occasions like Thanksgiving. That's like when you eat meat. Yeah,
Okay.
like it's like you eat it still, but it's like you don't. Like I'm not like vegan, where it's just
You're a vegetarian.
nothing. Yeah,
Okay,
but mostly plant. Mostly, let's just say this. Even before all of this, I was not really a big meat eater. Pause.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. We'll learn more about this journey.
Yeah.
Later. But yes, so my mama texted me and she said, "Oh, guess what happened up here?" I was like, "What?"
Oh, she's still in New York.
Yeah, she's still in New York. I don't know why, but whatever. She said, "Oh, the Proud Boys were in Rockville Center, which is a town away from us." I was like, "Okay." She was like, I was like, I mean, they have First Amendment rights. They can do whatever they want.
Right.
So she's like, "I knew you were going to say that." I was like, "Mom, contrary to what you think, I don't think about the Proud Boys. I got other things I got to worry about."
For real.
So, yeah. So they were marching on one of the main streets in that town. And it's just funny that all the politicians up there, they were like, "I can't believe this is happening." And it took us off guard. And I was like, they had to get permits to march on the street. How did you not see this? How did nobody give you an internal memorandum about this?
Yeah.
And it was only 20 of them.
Oh, that's it?
That was it. It was only 20 of them.
I don't see why people are bothered by the Proud Boys, to be honest with you. I don't
see it.
I don't get it either. To me, it's like, where did this thing come to where it's like odd to people to be proud of your country that we all live in? That's another issue I have.
Because they're white.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
That's all it is. It's all about white people with them. I'm like, listen, black folks, if you want your health to be good, stop thinking about white people. Leave them alone.
I was just telling somebody this last night, like, stop thinking about comparing to like wanting validation from white people. Just live.
Yeah.
Like
Like look at
live.
this. Like look at this video. Fair use. Newsday. Fair use. So don't come flagging me. Wait. Oh hell no. You got music. Nah, you ain't
Oh yeah, you
flagging me
can't do
on
music.
that. No.
Don't get flagged.
Look.
Wait, give me 2 seconds. I got my groceries that just got delivered.
Oh, she fancy.
You're so funny. No. 2 seconds.
All right. But folk, look at this. For those on the audio, like the Proud Boys are just walking through the streets with flags, and this bothers people. But when they did the riots and everything, everybody was trumpeting it. I don't understand this, but it's because they're white. WHYTE, not the other one. That's just a color. I don't get it, folks. But that's y'all. This I blame you liberals for this, especially the white ones and the black progressives, aka white liberals in blackface. I blame all of y'all for this. I keep telling y'all, leave white people the F alone. Your life would be so much better if you did not think about white people every 5 seconds. If you're thinking about white people every 5 seconds and you're not white, either you secretly want to be white or your life is that fucked up. That's just my opinion on that. The Proud Boys are pissing y'all off that much. They haven't been relevant since after the election. Now they just show back up again. Y'all pissed off. But enough about white people. Let's talk about Atlanta, folks. This is where I live now. Let's talk about Atlanta. We have I'm outside of Atlanta, but Fulton County right now has a mayoral runoff between a black woman and a black man. Now remember, in that Civil War show, I told y'all, if Atlanta don't wake up in about a decade, they're going to have an Asian mayor. And right now, the black woman, Felicia Moore, is ahead. But they're saying Andre Dickens could pull off an upset. And with him pulling off an upset, this is going to be a huge blow to the ski weed crowd. That's right, I said it. The black female fraternities, the ones that sat outside and betrayed us by stepping for Biden. They're going to be upset because what I'm hearing about Dickens is he's a little bit more centric than the other chick. And you can't have a black man run this city again. You cannot, because things will get cleaned up. Because at the end of the day, he's gonna have to bring that masculine energy. Because if you vote for him, he's held accountable for everything. They're ready to yell at a man. They will yell at a man first before they yell at a woman. So shout out to this male race. I don't give a damn. What I do give a damn about, though, is what could possibly happen to Atlanta next year. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, there's a big push down here for an adjoining city of Atlanta called Buckhead. Now, Buckhead is one of these rich areas, ladies and gentlemen. It's a rich, wealthy enclave in northern Atlanta. It's like right across the bridge. When you go down Peachtree and you go over the bridge, you're in Buckhead. And with Buckhead, ladies and gentlemen, it will have wide spiraling issues and effects for Atlanta proper. Because according to the census, if they are allowed to become their own incorporated city, They would take Atlanta's population down 20%, folks, 20%, just about. Become not only the 10th largest city in Georgia, but 40% of Atlanta's assessed value off the books. So they would have their basic own economy, which they could tax whatever the hell they want now. But Atlanta would go down in property value because they would lose access to the revenue that they're getting from Lenox Square, which is appraised at like $400 million right now. And also from the Buckhead School District, which costs a lot of money for taxpayers down there. And for you Black Lives Matter people, you would have a majority white town, very majority. It'd be damn near 3/4 of the population would be white. So I know that's going to piss y'all off. I'm sure y'all going to go up there and try to march and say, we don't want any more white towns. Where is the equity? Where is it? Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I bet I had to. Oh my gosh, nothing. All right.
Did they break your eggs?
No. I had to walk the dog too.
Walk the dog. Okay.
Not walking.
Actual dog or a yo-yo?
Actual.
Okay.
Dog.
Yeah. I was just explaining to the folk that down here in Atlanta, we have our mayoral race runoff.
Ooh. Who's it between again?
Felicia Moore, black woman, versus Andre Dickens, black man.
Why did Lance Bottoms why did she leave?
Oh, you want to know why she left? Oh, this is going to be a great story, folks.
You're so funny.
You want to know why Lance Bottom left? Lance Bottom got called out by the black media for not doing enough to help black people in the city. And what really hurt Lance Bottoms was the fact that a lot of her initiatives during the pandemic rubbed a lot of people the wrong way.
By initiatives, you mean nothing?
No, she did things. She signed legislation, but her legislation was leaning more to the LGBIA 227.
Oh, got you.
Including making bathrooms in Fulton County proper unisex, which is not smart.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah. So she got called out by YouTubers such as myself and Jason Black, the Black Authority. And he went hard. He put up a whole billboard on her.
What?
He put a
what
whole
is this
billboard.
issue? Let's get into that though really quick. What is your issue with? So you have an issue when politicians, legislators, or whatever you want to call them, have more of a gay agenda than a black agenda. That's the problem, basically.
No, my problem with them is they use black people to further the gay agenda. That's my problem with them. We don't have an agenda, but they fabricate one to get sympathy, and then they sneak everything else into it. Then gay people get their initiatives passed, and we're still waiting for things to get better for us. So if you're black and gay, you'll be all right. But if you're heterosexual, you're screwed. And then when people like us start leaving the system, then they get mad at us for leaving. Like,
but you said we didn't have an agenda though.
We don't, but we're getting one now. We have it now. It's just now we have to popularize it across everybody. We have to bring it to everybody now. Everybody knows what our agenda is. Well, mostly for people that are descendants of slaves, because I'm Caribbean, so I have my own issues, but I got to go to England for that. But no, I'm saying I got to go to England for that. Yeah. But for foundational Black Americans, reparations, number one.
Man, I do not want no reparations.
That's fine. You don't want it. You can give it to somebody else. That's all right. Do benevolence.
How do you even prove that though?
You
just
can,
by
trust me,
look or a DNA test.
The U.S. has records. Trust me. They love to lie and say they don't have records. They know who was enslaved.
That is so interesting to me. That's another. I mean, unless you want to get into it, I just don't
No, we
understand.
can get into it. I
I
mean,
don't get
that's
why people are
fine
really sitting around waiting for. I don't understand that. I don't get
because it's owed to them. And
how
I,
though.
what do you mean how?
I would never
If you're
accept.
look, if you listen, you watch this country inter Japanese people
Right,
just because they were Japanese, they got paid off after the war.
right. That's what I'm saying. That's right
Yeah,
there is the reason.
yeah,
After the war, not
right.
Today.
Yeah,
That's
but
the point.
you were able to pay them off in a couple years. The
No, but
black
I'm
people,
saying they
uh
went
huh,
through it though. If I didn't pick anything, if I didn't, if I'm not
pick
in this
cotton.
field,
But
yeah, I don't feel.
but
I
if
don't
your
feel like
family was enslaved, you should be able to collect money off of that.
I don't feel like I should be able to get money off of my ancestors' backs. I think that's kind of messed up, to be honest with you. If you really think about it,
It's
like
not
you just
messed
said, the
up.
Japanese,
Uh huh.
it was given to the ones that actually experienced it, not their descendants.
Their
Years later.
descendants are still living off that money, though.
I know they're living. I know that. I know they're living off of it, but I'm saying it wasn't given to the descendants, though. Is what I'm saying.
No, but I'm saying it was given to the people that were affected. But that's
Right.
why the black situation is very unique. Because if they would have just done this in the 50s, we wouldn't have these problems now. If
Right.
they
No.
did, even if they did it in the 60s during civil rights, it's like, listen, you Negroes get out of the street, we give you the reparations. They would have got out the street, got the reparation. We wouldn't even be having this
Well,
discussion.
we would because then it would then go to the other conversation about why the money was spent on what it was spent on, and then that would also be blamed
That's
on.
on that, but then again, that's on you then.
That's kind of my point. There's no way, like if I were a slave 100 years ago or whatever,
Listen,
right?
this is what I tell them. Listen, government, just pay them off. You're gonna get the money back anyway. You're gonna get it back through taxes
That's what
anyway.
I'm
Just give up the
saying.
money.
But
But
I'm
that's
saying
right.
no.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, but I'm saying if you're gonna give off almost $50 million to Asians
Hmm.
just because people were smacking them in the face,
Yeah.
you can't give black people billions or trillions of dollars for basically building this country.
I think
That's fucked up.
I think a better equivalent would be okay. Biden saying that he wants to give illegal immigrants $450,000. Now that would be a problem to me. That's a problem. But
It's not gonna be 450. It's gonna be like 100,000.
but even then, that's a problem to me. That's like what?
But that's what I'm saying. And they did nothing for it. That's the problem.
But
They've
now that
done
would make.
nothing for
But
it.
then I mean, I just said that would be a more like a parallel. But I'm saying I don't think either. I don't think I should because, for example, if I were a slave 100 years ago, my hard work, and then for my descendant to spend the money that should be going to me on some rims, that would be a problem for me.
Well, that's why. Well, again, once you get the money, that's on you.
But that's my
On
point.
how
That's
you
why you don't
spend
give
it.
it to the person that. That's why you don't give it to the person that didn't experience it, because only the person experienced will understand how much that money means. Whereas a descendant, like what they don't know they didn't do the work. They don't know. They just look at it like some money.
Okay, what about then? So you're cool with them paying people that get out of jail wrongly, correct?
Yes, because they experienced it.
Okay, but you're not cool with, say, if you found out one of your ancestors was enslaved and the government said, okay, take this check.
Hmm.
You're not cool with that.
Not really. I mean, no. Now, would I be lying if I told you I'm not going to take it? I'll take it.
No, I know you'll take it, but
Oh,
you're
okay, but
you're,
I'm
you're gonna
saying,
feel bad about it.
yeah, it's kind of like, yeah. Why am I getting this? I didn't do anything for it. I didn't do anything.
That's interesting.
I didn't
I'm
do
taking
anything.
that money and I'm reinvesting it in the
See, but
community.
that to me would be the perfect. That would be the perfect situation turnout. I would hope that everybody would do that, but as you know, they're not.
Well, that's why we have black people. We have niggas.
Right.
Niggas are going to mess it up, but that's what they're hoping on. They're hoping there's too many niggas out there that'll just give the money back. But a lot of foundational black Americans don't think like that. They're going to take that money
Right.
and they're going to build up their economics.
Oh, I hope so. But I'm gonna say this,
Mm-hmm.
like when
You
we were
could
doing
say it.
well in history.
Say it.
When we're doing well in history.
Yes.
Crack was dropped into the neighborhood. Things like that. I hope that that's another situation like that comes in. We're
But
strong.
here's the thing:
Like, don't do it.
we're more together now than we
I,
have been since the '60s.
I think we're more.
That's not going to happen. That's not.
Well, who's more together now?
We are.
Black people?
It's not as like a whole collective, but
Oh, gosh.
We splintered off so much because now you have all these different sects. The FBAs, they don't play that bullshit.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
know that. The
Mm-hmm.
Caribbeans, they a bunch of coons. I'm gonna say it. I'm Caribbean. Caribbeans are coons. They are. If you immigrated here, you have that
Mm-hmm.
colonized mentality.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to follow what white people do. I can't do that.
What would you do with the money? Reinvest it into what?
I would love to reinvest it in Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
I would love for that to happen. I hope that happens because they're going after England right now for that money.
Mm-hmm.
I need them to reinvest it in the youth down there
Mm-hmm.
because the youth then they can't keep hustling and shooting each other down there. They got to reinvest. Open up some trade schools down there. Get these young men and young females a trade.
Yeah.
It sucks that they have to leave Jamaica to go to like St. Lucia or St. Vincent to go learn how to be doctors and nurses. They could easily just do that in their backyard. Jamaica needs hospitals. Do you understand that people who have cancer have to leave Jamaica to go to Miami for treatment?
That's terrible.
So you're going to spend more money and then go to America and spend all this money to cure yourself. You might even die up there.
Right. I don't know.
Then Jamaica unless you're rich, they don't have adequate doctors. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But they can export the hell out of some bananas down there and plantains.
Yeah. I don't even like those like that.
You better watch your tongue.
I'm just messing with you.
You better watch your
No,
tongue.
but no. So what were you saying? You said, Lance bought or Atlanta.
Keisha Bottom B.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she might go
not
down as like one of the worst
everybody.
mayors. I think she will go down as one of the worst mayors this city's ever seen.
It was pretty bad. But I mean, then again, it was probably the most challenging time. She probably thought she was going to become mayor and it was going to be a cakewalk. I mean, it's Atlanta, but no one would have thought, the pandemic. That's what everyone had to do their job, and we really got to see who can do their job and who's just there to, progress politically or whatever. But
I mean, she thought she was going to be vice president. I was like, you,
right?
You, okay, lady, you,
Lord.
you, and then she wouldn't even take a post in the Bahamas. Come on, bro. Ambassador to the Bahamas, you're getting a free check,
right?
But shout out to Lance Bottoms. No,
Lance Bottoms, I hated her.
But yeah, and then shout out to T.I. He
I do not like T.I.
I know, but that's why I said shout out to T.I. because he circulated something talking about how this chick, Felicia Moore, she's elected, that she's gonna shut down the strip clubs down here, and everybody ran with it.
Wait, is she?
They're saying it's not true, but I don't believe them because of this reason. We saw Biden lie on the debate stage many times. Trump lied too, but
yeah, he lied.
But we saw Biden say he wasn't going to do this and then ended up doing it anyway. I don't trust Democrats when they say they're not going to do something. If it's in the best interest of whoever they're serving, they're going to do it.
You talking about the Supreme Court or the?
No.
Oh.
Well, that's up to the city council. If they do want to close strip clubs, that's up to the city council.
No, I mean with Biden. Were you talking about when he said that he wasn't going to pack the court?
Well, they're trying that now, but no, the fracking thing, he's going to lie. He's going to I'm going to trust the science. We're not going to do any lockdowns. Now they're saying, if everybody gets, the jab, we won't have to worry about lockdowns. But he knows people aren't getting it. So you have an out now.
Look, it's going to take this from someone who has both been vaccinated and who had a breakthrough case. My mind completely changed about vaccinations after I actually got it. After I got the bug. Because it's like, here we are, another variant's coming out. Keep in mind, the Mu variant just came and went really fast. No one ever said anything about that, but now we have this Omicron variant or whatever the hell.
Yes, Unicron.
Unicron. No, Omicron, whatever the hell. And it's like, go get your booster shot. But then in the other breath, but the vaccines that are out may not work for it. So why do you want us to get extra juice for something that won't even work for this variant? And when the variants are coming out is bothersome to me as well. Like, so now the booster's out. Now all of a sudden there's this new variant that we need to. I'm just over this.
This is your man's. Is this your man's?
I'm over
Wait a
it.
minute. Is this your man's? Hey, listen, ride
Look,
with your man's.
no,
Y'all got
I
ride with your
knew.
man's.
Let me tell you something. I knew that he was gonna upset me. I just didn't think that he, like I told my friend, I just told them I'm just gonna take
That's
this
a new
serious.
variant, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. That's Unicron right there.
I'm serious.
That's how all the cells in this variant look.
I just knew these 4 years I was gonna wait for him. I just knew this was gonna be like the 4 years that I would just have to eat to get to the next good guy. I don't think Trump's getting back in there though.
Oh, don't listen. Listen, you
But
never know. You never know. It depends on how the midterms look. 2022 is gonna be fun.
I'm just confused.
I think he should just go for the Speaker of the House. I think he should do that.
That boy is not a good speaker.
No.
I know.
No,
I'm
this is
funny.
what you do. You get him in a he gets a Senate seat or a House of Representatives seat. He becomes a senator. He goes up there January 1st. They kick Pelosi out, or if she retires. Elect him as speaker. Impeach these two idiots. He becomes president.
Look, we're speaking of two idiots. Where has the other one been?
Oh, Kamala came outside yesterday.
Where has she been?
Oh, they're keeping her in the basement. Oh, you don't know what's going on, Bailee.
Let me tell you, I've been removed for a little while. Like since we went hard, like in January, I've kind of.
I feel you. No, but Kamala, her side of the administration is in turmoil right now. They're saying that people have been lied to. There's a lot of misogyny going on there. Who figured that?
Right.
And they're not happy with her job performance. They're talking about trying to get rid of her and getting somebody new.
What?
Yeah. And by the way, you black chicks who still ride with her, don't think I didn't see y'all on Twitter talking about, oh my God, we had a black female president for 24 hours. Don't think I didn't see this.
Yeah, that was kind of whack.
I'm going to roast the hell out of y'all later on Instagram for that, because y'all look real dumb out there.
Let me tell you, I knew this was. It didn't even seem real when he got elected. To be honest with you, I knew these 4 years were going to be kind of clownery. I knew it. No one's happy with them on either side. No one's happy. I've never in my life seen $6 gas. At least not in my recent memory.
But y'all got 6 now?
Like not here, but some of my friends sent me a picture that was like 6.23 or something like that. I'm like, food's going up.
Yes, sir.
But then it's so weird because on the other hand, everyone's resigning from work. Like, you know, the great resignation, like people are leaving jobs. It's so interesting right now. Homes are freaking crazy. It's just a mess. It's a mess. It's just a mess. And I'm kind of getting tired of everything. It's like, the interesting thing to me about our country is, though, well, media and politics, I should say. I don't want to characterize the whole country. It's like all this can be going on, and they are still trying to move this country based off race. Everything's about race. Everything's about the race. The first, this, and this. Everything's about like identity and everything, politics and everything. It's like, golly, it's aggravating. Like every single thing has to be like someone's gender or race first. Everything. I'm scrolling on Instagram like I always do. Every post, every single thing is about either race or someone's gender, and it is so exhausting. I just think there's so many other things to life than to talk about this over and over and over and over again. It's so aggravating. It's annoying. It's annoying.
Yeah, shout out to them coons who were sitting up there on November 7th doing the electric slide in DC because Biden and Harris got elected. Oh, we watch it for y'all.
You are so funny. I can't believe you're so like you like Trump. Like, I can't believe it.
You can't believe what?
And don't get me wrong. If he wasn't just an idiot, like I would be down with him. Like I said, I liked him prior to.
Man, was he dumber than Bush? 2.
I don't think he was dumber than Bush.
If we tolerated Bush for 8 years, you couldn't tolerate that man for 8. That's kind of weird.
I say this: if Trump would have used his power for like better, I liked Trump as far as I liked him before he became president.
Of course you did. Everybody liked him until he got off that escalator.
Yes. So it's like for real. But it's like if he would have used it and didn't like pander to like, you know, the deep south, whatever the hell, I think we would have been cool. For me, I gave up on him on Charlottesville. Like when you can't take a stand on something for me as a leader, I just can't do it. I can't do it.
That's do you understand if he would have sided with one side, that would have been political suicide?
All he had to say was, All he had to say, I mean, as human beings, it was just wrong, no matter what. That's kind of the point.
But he
Like
did say that.
he did say it. I
He
know he said it
my problem
before.
with that speech was he didn't articulate it
But
right.
why did he come back and do it again? That was my issue. If he would have just left it where it was, why talk about it again? Like he already said it.
Because the news needed to make him look bad.
Well, he should have never talked about it ever again. That was the thing. That was where he messed up. If he would have just left it at that, then it's like, was it like the next day or a few hours, and he like kind of doubled back on it? I was like, oh hell, that's like where it's like,
Yeah, because people probably told him, listen, you making the left look, the left's angry at you. You gotta go kiss their ass a little bit.
no, I mean he came back another time.
Yeah.
Remember, okay, so I think the first time he spoke on it, or the second, I want to say the first, he just basically said he condemned it. He condemned, but then he came back another time, and that's when he made the whole good people on both sides.
Yeah,
he would
because he
never
had to kiss,
came
he
back.
had to kiss everybody's butt.
He should have never did it.
I know. Well, that was him apologizing. That's why we
Yeah.
tell you never apologize.
Yeah, he should have. He should have never.
That's why
done
he had to
that.
keep. That's why they kept asking him the same question over and over again. He had to keep
Yeah.
saying, "Listen, there were good people on both sides, and they were also bad people."
That's
no,
crazy.
no, you should have said, "Y'all don't know how the conflict resolved. Somebody got killed. That's on y'all. It sucked, and as president, I don't condone this.
Right.
If you don't like it, you can leave."
No.
He did that to the Mexicans in 2018. They left. I work in restaurants. I saw them leave.
They left
They left.
willingly.
I came in when he said we're gonna start deporting people.
Oh, got you.
I walked into work, 20% of our staff was gone.
Wow.
People, other restaurants were calling us. I had restaurant friends calling me like, "Yo, do you have anybody?" Because our people left.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know. Trump's just bad. He's bad press.
Shout out to Trump.
I don't know.
Trump 2024, baby.
I'm
Let's
down
go.
with kid gravity and everything, but that's just I can't.
You can't do another 4 of this man.
Who,
or
I don't. I don't
Kamala.
want Biden either.
Oh, come on, you can't do it.
I
If
can't
you
do
do
that
it, if
either.
you do it, then you might as well just put on a raccoon.
I can't do
mask
that
like I
either
got.
because it's true. It's just such a hard place to be in, especially as someone who votes. Because it's like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna be honest, I think Biden's racist.
Oh no,
Like
I've outlined this
and he's
so
an
many
idiot.
times. That man
Yeah.
is a straight. Come on, dude, man. He said black women were that work at grocery stores were the reason why he was able to stay sequestered during the pandemic. But then
that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's. Yeah. He's not the whole like racist where you would think, oh,
Right.
he's
No,
the type
he's a
of racist
bigot.
where, or just he doesn't. He's like the privileged racist where he doesn't even recognize when he thinks when he's saying something positive, it's just like, wait, what? Like, like I don't know. He says things sometimes. He's just out of touch. He's just not. You can tell. Like,
Oh, speaking of out of touch, I'm glad you said out of touch. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to show someone that's really out of touch.
Oh hell!
Not this white woman.
Oh,
not the white woman. This woman
shared her own childhood Kwanzaa moments and other stories
Fair
on
use.
the official Biden-Harris presidential transition Twitter page.
You know, my sister and I, we grew up celebrating Kwanzaa. Every year, our family and our extended family, we would gather around across multiple generations and we tell stories. The kids would sit on the carpet and the elders would sit in chairs and we would light the candles and of course afterwards have a beautiful meal. And of course, there was always the discussion of the 7 principles. So to everyone who is celebrating, happy Kwanzaa from our family to yours.
That broad was reading.
You're so funny. But even that's what I'm talking about. Even that, it's like there's just too much like
pandering,
and it's doing the complete opposite of what they think it's doing. It's just too much. It's like you're going out your way to speak on Kwanzaa because you're part black. It's like, come on.
But she's a Jamaican, Indian, South Asian, confused bitch. I said bitch. I don't care. She's a bitch. You cannot walk into somebody's 60th birthday party on a married man's arm with his wife walking around.
Wait, what?
Oh, you don't know this story? Yes, Willie Brown, when he had his 60th birthday party, he had it in a nice San Francisco hotel ballroom. Beautiful. His wife arranged everything. And this is when they were having their affair. She walked into the party on this man's arm with his wife walking around.
That's a shame. I mean, I did hear that she was a philanderer back in the day.
Oh, come on.
Or floozy, I should say.
Yeah, she's a floozy. This was the same chick who had 2 opportunities to prosecute Oscar Grant's killers and said no and let them go home with their full pension.
That's a shame.
But this is who the ski weed crowd down here started stepping for. This is who they wanted.
Let me tell you, it's getting bad, and I don't think people realize how bad it's getting. And I don't think people realize it's more of a detriment. Like this new this liberal savior. It's bad to me. That's worse than the opposite to me. Like I don't need to be handled. I'm not a child. I don't need to be handled with kid gloves. I don't need to be walked around and babyfied and pacified. And that's where we're going because I'm Black. I think that's just as racist as the opposite to me. Just treat me like me. Don't treat me any type of way. Don't try to highlight Black things during like holidays. It's just this is so annoying. I hate like where we
I
are
would
right now.
love to see her Kwanzaa message this year. I need to see that, blood.
I would wait for her to say one of the principles.
Oh no, she did.
Oh, did she?
They cut that out.
Oh, okay.
No, she said, "Oh, I got to. Let me go find this." But while I'm finding this,
yeah,
here's the third part of the thing I wanted to talk to you about. The Black media. Now we're media. We do podcasts.
Right.
We're media. We tell things and we try to convey our message to people. But number one, we want to make sure that we tell the truth.
Right.
The Black media of old, they don't tell the truth. We know this. They lie. There are more editorial pieces in front of cameras, and now they according to Biden's infrastructure plan, they may get some money out of this.
Oh
yeah,
Black media.
Yeah, apparently they might. There's $1.7 billion up for grabs for Biden to more or less buy his publicity from newspapers and independent TV / radio entities. So, the old Black media is going to try to get their hands in there and push that message, which is going to be hilarious. So, yeah, that's why I have those people in the thumbnail. I can't stand Joy Reid. Oh, here we go.
Oh my God.
Please. You got to see this.
I don't even like to look at Joy Reid.
You got to see this.
All right, let's see it.
Differently this season in our home.
Fair use.
We'll be doing it over Zoom. My sister and I, we grew up celebrating Kwanzaa. Every year, our family and our extended family, we would gather around across multiple generations. And we tell stories. The kids would sit on the carpet and the elders would sit in chairs and we would light the candles. And of course, afterwards have a beautiful meal.
Lie.
And of course, there was always the discussion of the 7 principles.
You celebrated Diwali.
And my favorite, I have to tell you, was always the one about self-determination, Kujichagulia. And essentially it's about be and do. Be the person you want to be and do the things you want to do and do the things that need to be done.
Dude, man.
It's about not letting anyone write our future for us, but instead going out and writing it for ourselves. And that principle motivates me today as we seek to confront the challenges facing our country and to build a brighter future.
It's funny. You're funny. Oh, you're funny. Dude, it's funny.
Listen.
It's funny how she said it too.
Oh my God, that is hilarious. But you know what? I have to give Twitter credit. They roasted the hell out of her over that.
Well, good.
I have to get when they put that up on the White House's thing before they cut off the dislike button. Dude, they had it was almost 100,000 dislikes.
Really?
It was that bad.
So wait, I understand when you started liking Trump. I want to ask you that too. But when did you start disliking Democrats? When did you start?
I want to say 2017. After Hillary lost, I started really going into the political realm. And the things I was finding out was not, I was like, why the hell did I still didn't really know about politics like that. I just figured you had to pick a side and, being where we're from, it's always been about Democrats. So I said, okay, let me just research. So I spent a week researching, and the more I found, the less and less I was like, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
F it. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
be independent. Not even gonna go to Republicans. I'm just gonna be independent.
That's what I am. I'm independent and
Yeah.
I'm moderate. I'm,
Yeah.
and people
That's the perfect voter.
perfect. Yeah, because it's like I look at how I best say it is. You know how some people, because I believe in God, right? But there's
Mhm.
people who aren't religious because of the people in the church, whereas my focus is God. And I think it's how a lot of people should look at like politics. Like people, you're so worried about people that are Republicans that it deters you from actually figuring out like what it means to be a Republican or what they stand for. Blah blah blah. I think a lot of people just like look at the most idiotic Republican and be like, oh, I don't want that or da da da. But if you really look into it, like Republicans really just want you to keep your damn like your rights. They stick to the Constitution. It's like they don't
Mhm.
want. Whereas it's like Democrats, they're fucking the country. Excuse my
Yes.
friend.
No,
They're
that's
fucking
fine. That's fine. You can
like they
cuss.
are. If you because they're trying to create this utopia, and it's like it's impossible. I always say this: it's impossible to please everyone because
Well, they are creating a utopia. It's called a
yeah,
dysfunctional utopia.
yeah, and it's like you can't please it. It's impossible. You can't make one because if you're making one
Mhm.
happy, then other ones like kind of like right now, like with like like you said earlier, the LGBT um agenda or whatever what you want to call it, agenda. I don't know, but it's like yeah, and putting so much into that now you're leaving other groups without,
Mhm.
and it's gonna switch. Whereas I like what I like about Republicans, it's like it's just a lot of people say it's not, but the best way to put it, it's just across the board, whatever. Like anybody can get it. It's just like even when you listen to Republican like pundits or whatever, or like commentators or just whatever, it's like they just look at people. Everyone gets equal like roasting.
That's how you.
Like,
That's how I tell y'all on the show.
no one
Everybody
gets
can get it.
everybody can get it. It's like, and I love it. Like I was listening to Louder with Crowder this morning, his live show this morning, talking about
Are you part of the Mug Club?
no, I was actually thinking about becoming a part of the Mud Club today, actually.
Folks, I have a pick me.
What?
I'm kidding.
I didn't even know he was known like that. I don't know
Oh
how I
no,
came across him.
no, he's been around for years.
Oh, well,
Remember,
because he got me
he
with
used
the.
to be a liberal.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he used to be a liberal.
Well, you know how you got me in with the whole "prove me wrong" or what is it? The
Yeah, yeah. Changed my
that
mind.
changed my mind. That's where I first saw him. Then I
Yeah.
saw this little show on. But it's so funny you say something about the Mud Club because I just looked. Cause I was looking in his details today on the video, and I was like, today was the first day I even heard of the Mud Club. So it's funny that you asked me that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like just
He's
the way
on
they
Rumble though.
joke.
The show's on Rumble too. So if you don't want to pay for it, you can go on Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
But,
But no, just the way they joke and how it's just people.
Mhm.
I miss that part in time, that moment in time where anybody can get it. TV wasn't ultra like woke and just you could just joke and move on. Kind of like what you said earlier, Archie Bunker. Like, can you believe that was on Can you believe?
Oh yeah.
Could you imagine that on
I
TV
said that
today?
to my wife the other day. I was like, listen, most of these shows that we grew up on could never go on TV
Could
now.
never. Even cartoons.
Yeah,
Even
I showed her a
watching,
Felix cartoon last night, and he was
it's
doing.
like,
They were talking about slavery. I was like,
yeah.
they could never play this on
Oh,
TV.
even like I was watching all that. I don't know how I even saw it, but a clip from all that, and even the things and that was on Nickelodeon. It could not be said today. It's so crazy. Or even just like the whole Dancing with the Stars things, how they had that JoJo Siwa on there, and there's a whole rule that you can't be a professional dancer on there, but she was on it. And she had a same-sex partner, which is fine. Again, I don't have a problem with the LGBT community. As you know, I have my brothers in the LGBT community. I don't. That's love who you want to love. I don't have an issue with that. My issue is because she didn't win, they were accusing Dancing with the Stars of being homophobic. It's like that thing. It's like that privilege that you think, oh, because someone's a lesbian, they have to win. That's the problem right now. It's like this whole ultra. It's like the knob just was turned completely like the other route, and they turned up the knob too much. The knob is broken, and then now it's just crazy.
Are you? Do you want to get in trouble?
What do you mean? I don't know. How are you trying to be in trouble, Greg Gravity?
I'm about to say a new slogan that it's going to sweep the nation, and I'm probably going to get a strike on my channel for
Oh
this.
hell! I don't endorse Kid Gravity, people.
Say no more. LGBT is the new white privilege.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I've heard that. I've heard people say that.
No, but you ain't hear from a black man. When the black man says it has a little bit more oomph. Yeah, LGBT IA plus 227 is now the new white privilege.
I've actually heard someone say like I've heard someone basically say Nah, never mind.
That's fine.
But
But
basically,
speaking of white privilege,
okay.
shout out to the OK niggas.
Oh, here he goes, this dude.
Let's talk about the ultimate white man right now.
Kyle.
Kyle Rittenhouse. We're gonna talk about the ultimate white man. He's the ultimate white man right now. I know you've been off social media, but last week I put up a story.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that one of the people that Kyle killed, his girl? No, he shot this one. This is the one he shot.
Mm-hmm.
His girlfriend or ex, I think it was his ex. Oh no, his girlfriend slipped him her number.
No.
Talking about they want to heal. She can call me. He can call me and we can heal.
No, I didn't know
said that. I say he's the ultimate white man right now.
That's crazy.
Then he gets the interview with Tucker Carlson that got 5 million views plus right now on YouTube.
Wow.
And he met Trump. The liberals went nuts on Twitter.
I saw that.
Now, apparently, Arizona State University kicked him out allegedly.
They kicked him out?
Yeah, they said he's not a student anymore.
That's
or he never.
up.
Yeah, because a couple snowflake assholes out there said that he shouldn't be able to take classes there. Yet he was doing it online. So I don't know how he would have affected you.
Right.
But yeah,
what?
that happened. Yeah, he's not.
It's so funny though. Man, I'm probably gonna get roasted for this, but so because these three cases are always kind of set in the breath, are always compared to each other. We have the the Zimmerman, Kyle, and the McMichaels or whatever the hell. Because those are
shout out to the McMichaels. They're dead.
Are they dead?
They're gonna die in prison.
Oh yeah, they are. So for me, I think. Oh, I was so glad the right verdict, of course, McMichaels. But I think they made the right decision.
I'll give you a conspiracy theory after you're done.
Yeah, I think they made the right decision in Kyle, and I think they made the right decision with the McMichaels, of course, because if they would have let those dudes go that killed Ahmaud Arbery, that would have pissed me off. That I was very.
I feel you.
I was like deep into that. Actually, that's when I first found the Officer Tatum. Actually, went on his live and was not arguing, but debating with him about the Ahmaud Arbery case. I was so passionate about that one, so I'm glad that was finally over with. But Kyle, I think they made the right decision as well. Mm-hmm. Not because I agree with what he did, but because of the law. And people always compare them. I think they're falsely comparing Kyle's to Trayvon's case.
It's not the same.
It's not the same at all.
I mean, I listen to black pundits talk about that too on both sides, and I don't agree with them because they're saying that he was looking for black folks, and I'm like, if he was looking for black folks, he had to go all the way to Kenosha.
Right.
He could have easily. He lives in Illinois. He could have easily just went to Chicago and helped out with the riots. He could have shot a whole bunch of black people up in Chicago.
To this moment, I don't understand why the Kyle Rittenhouse situation was a race thing. To this very moment, when
they made it a race thing because he had an altercation when he first got there with some black guys at a car dealership, and he pointed the gun at him.
Oh.
And then he had the situation a couple weeks beforehand when he got beat up by some black guys because he was talking reckless with these white girls, and they tuned him up. Damn. So everybody was saying, "Oh, he was out there looking for black folks because he wanted revenge." I'm like, then he should have just went back and shot them.
Right?
Why go all the way to Kenosha?
Yeah, exactly. They made a really good decision with Kyle because, to be honest with you, our right to self-defend was on the line in that one.
I said I don't care about the white boy, but I care how they're going to interpret 2A going forward. That's what I care about.
I didn't care about who was in. I didn't care. It was this. I just wanted to make sure that the constitutional right to defend yourself was protected, which it was. Whereas the McMichaels, that's not self-defense. That's why I'm kind of glad those two were going on at the same time because they were so kind of similar because they're both, the vigilantism, whatever the hell. So I'm kind of glad now it shows people what self-defense looks like and what it doesn't. That's why.
But you know why they had to make him guilty, right?
Well, they were guilty though.
No, I know, but you know why they couldn't let him off.
Why so?
Because Atlanta needs a mayor and they can't hold up the mayoral stuff because they could remember they said that they were already talking about rioting up here if they would have got off, which would have affected the mayoral race today. So they need to make sure they get their preferred candidate inside. I think some shenanigans are going to happen again. That's just me.
Shit.
I think they're going to put the black chick in.
You think so?
I think they are.
This is for Atlanta, right?
Yeah. They need a black woman. It's easier to control a black woman down here than a black man.
Oh, I didn't even know the other candidate. This is how far removed I've been.
Yeah, the other guy's black. He's a black
I didn't know
man.
that. But he's a Republican.
He's Democrat.
She's a Republican?
No, they're both Democrats.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they need their black woman in there. They need their mammy in there.
I do not endorse this man.
That's fine. Listen, no, I don't trust her.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about her I don't trust. At least with the other guy, he's a little bit more moderate.
Right.
And
we need that. It can't. The people don't understand.
Atlanta's gonna fall.
I know.
It's gonna fall.
Democrats ruin cities. I don't think people understand that.
That's why I don't live in them. Man. I live on the outskirts.
Too afraid to police. Too afraid. It's just it's ridiculous, and just the whole just.
Okay, speaking of mayors,
okay,
y'all just elected Ablation. How do you feel?
Hey, look, I'm cool.
I'm sure you are.
You know, I love you, Ablation.
His mama got reparations. Are you okay with that?
If she experienced it?
No, she was in there.
I don't know why you think that you should be able to get some money for something you didn't experience.
Because it's my family, man.
Have you ever
by that logic, then rich kids should not be benefiting off their parents. Is that what you're saying?
Not by the government, not the government giving it to them.
How do you know how they make their money?
No, I'm just saying.
Okay, so Bill Gates' kids shouldn't benefit off his money?
Off of Bill Gates' money?
Yeah. He's getting subsidized by the government all day.
Bill Gates, he made the money though. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, you mean he stole it and then the government pays him millions a year?
Why you say it like that?
Look up his financials. The government's been subsidizing this man for the last 30 years.
I didn't know. Well, look, like I told you, I don't be paying attention.
Elon Musk kid shouldn't get his money, and he gets billions in subsidies. Billions.
I'm saying if you can't. Okay, what about this? If you can't speak to the person that endured the whatever, then you shouldn't be getting the money.
That's
if you're not close enough to them to where you could speak to them. No.
What if your grandmother's still living? There's some 100-year-olds still living out there, so they should get the money. You're cool with them.
You could speak to
That's
the person.
Messed up.
Wow.
You better not go to no black rallies no time soon.
You're funny.
They're gonna see you.
No, I'm just saying you can't. Like right now, I have never heard of, been known of anything of anybody in my close relation being a slave. Hasn't told me a story. Nothing. So
okay, let me ask you a question. What if you found out one of your ancestors was part of the Underground Railroad? You don't think the government should give you money?
Not me.
That's fucked up.
I can't believe you keep saying this.
That's fucked up. Why would you not take money for your family's hard work in building this country? You basically have claim to land down here.
I never said I wouldn't take it.
I know you said you wouldn't take it, but you said you wouldn't feel comfortable.
Right. But I would do something. But then again, knowing me, I know I would do something great with it though.
So you're comfortable when you have the money in your hand.
Actually, it's so funny. You know what? We might have made a compromise right now. You might have opened my mind to something.
What's up?
If they're giving out the money with plans and how to be used, then cool.
But that's what we wanted to do with the platinum plan. We had plans with this money.
Well, we knew that wasn't the platinum plan. I mean, we never got a chance to.
I know, because niggas.
But no, if you're giving me the money, and if the money can be used for certain, then yeah. But to be given to somebody to put some rims on the car, to buy some damn retro ones, no. To buy cars, no.
Bless them. We need the coons to be exposed. Bless them.
I feel like they need to be given to only like real estate ventures, business ventures.
Can't play with real estate right now. Real estate is a market-driven economy, and we don't control it. We don't control a significant swath of it, so that ain't gonna work. Well, if you're gonna do that, you have to give it as capital. What I think you should do with it, this is just me. If y'all don't want to give our black people money, this is what you should do. Go into every neighborhood in this country where there's a majority black population, find out how many abandoned buildings are there, and turn the deeds over to black people. Now you have an asset, didn't cost you anything really, unless you got to pay the banks off but you know they get pennies on the dollar anyway.
Or even
You
in
have,
land. I'm sorry, I didn't
but
mean.
that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
land. Those
Mhm.
buildings are land.
Right.
Now you have something off the bank's books, which they'll be really happy with. There'll be more money for them, and now black people have something that they can use, or
Mhm.
they can flip it if you
Right.
want to do that. That's one of the things I said they should do with the platinum plan. If
Yeah.
you don't want to give black people a check, I still think they should just get money
I don't.
because it'll stimulate the economy, and
But what
it'll.
it's not about that's my kind of right there. Like I'm trying to estimate the economy. If I'm getting reparations.
Well, I'm talking about our economy.
Oh, got you. Yeah, yeah,
No, f everybody else.
yeah, yeah.
I ain't thinking about everybody else. Everybody else, we contribute to their economy
But that's
too
the
much.
thing. I told you that stat before. Like black people only circulate money within our own economy for 6 hours, whereas there's
Mhm.
other groups. It's like days and months. So it's
Yes.
like we're 6 hours. So that's what I'm saying. I think it should be given like land or like I don't know, like maybe even like stocks, things like that. But just
Stocks can't
cash.
play
Here
with
you
it.
go. Here you go. Here
They
you go.
can crash. They can crash the market anytime they want. You
That's
don't want
true.
that. You do not want that.
You sure?
Y'all don't want
But
that
you know what I
market.
mean. Assets, assets,
Yes.
assets.
Yes.
Cool.
Buildings would be perfect.
Okay, grab your head out soon. I gotta.
Yeah, I know. I
Okay.
know. We don't we about done. So shout out to Kyle. He's a thing. And Joy Reid, Tiffany Cross,
Oh,
Mark Lamar Hill, Roland Martin, you boulets. I'm coming for you. Tiffany Cross, she blocked me, by the way.
no.
Yeah, she blocked me, and Hank Hawk Newsom blocked me. That was hilarious.
Damn.
He blocked me because I called him an idiot.
That's it?
Yeah, I called
He
him an
is an
idiot.
idiot. I saw him on Candace's show. He's a freaking idiot.
Yeah, well, I called him after he did that interview with Dan Bongino, and talking about there's gonna be violence and bloodshed if Eric Adams bring back the anti-crime unit. I was like, dude, you're an idiot because
I
you're
knew
not
it.
gonna be out there with them when they're knocking heads with NYPD, and you know they've been salivating for a year to knock some black people in the head.
This,
You're gonna send our people to slaughter. I said, you're an idiot. And I
mhm.
also called the new mayor an idiot too,
Right.
because you went back and forth with this man. You have 10 million people
Mhm.
you're gonna be held accountable for. You cannot be arguing with this man, especially BLM. And
Yeah.
yeah, and then I found out he blocked me,
He-
asshole.
Let me
Fuck him.
tell you. That's why this is why this term scares me. It's like no one's just like that's why I'm a moderate because it's like I'm intelligent enough to take in information as it comes without like this blanketed like just acceptance of anything that they said. I don't like how groups even on either side are so radical. It's like no matter what's said. Like that's why Candace Owens kind of rubs me the wrong way, even though I think
Oh
she
no,
says good things.
I'm gonna have to roast her before the end
Yeah,
of the
like
year because she said something the other day that just I couldn't believe it. Like she
about
was
Ahmaud
sitting there,
Arbery,
yeah,
that was
that
the dumbest thing. Like,
and
what do you
I've been trying to root for her, and then
right?
she said that like even with the Chauvin thing last year when she did that live about it,
Oh, that was
girl,
terrible.
I was like, girl, you cannot. We watched a black man get snuffed out on film. You cannot make that white man benevolent. You can't do it.
That was terrible. I couldn't believe there's certain things she says sometime where I'm like, because I mean, I read her book and everything, and I see what
Yeah, I
she
did too,
comes
and
from.
I did
Yeah,
a
that's
review
it.
on it, and she
I mean,
saw it.
yeah,
But
she
I
comes from
can't.
poverty. She comes from like she's not like what black people assume about her, like me from the burbs or from the middle class, their whole life.
Mhm.
No, I mean, she's experienced and lived in the conditions in which she speaks on when it comes to black people. So I understand the place she's speaking from, but sometime I would say, like, if I didn't have that context about her, I would kind of feel like, damn, does she hate herself? Because she goes a little hard. Like, I guess she's saying things in truth sometimes, but sometimes it comes off like,
But
what
see,
the
here's the
hell?
problem what I don't like about black conservatives. They
Mhm.
hide behind stats too much, and
Yeah, yeah.
they don't real world it.
Right, right. That's true. That's what I'm
Like,
saying. That's why.
especially most of y'all came from poverty, so I get
Yeah.
that you want to talk for poor people, but there's certain situations where you gotta be like, listen, I
Mhm.
don't care about white people at this point. That was fucked up.
That's another reason about her I don't like. It's like in I get because she says she does this because she wants to better people. She wants black people to be more accountable. She wants us to be more. I understand that all the way. But in doing so, if you're truly doing this for the betterment of your people and because you want to see people that look like you do better and be better and how do you say prosper or whatever,
Yes.
why do you always in the same breath bring up white people or compare them? That's what I don't like about it. Just speak on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Don't talk. And even and Tatum does that too. I don't know if you know Brandon Tatum. He does that too. It's like
Mhm.
he's
No, he's on my shit list too.
Yeah, he's an
I
idiot.
respect that. I respect him for the fact that he brought out the stuff on Breonna Taylor.
Yeah.
So I could get a full view of it. I
Yeah.
respect that. But the rest of it, he sometimes he be doing a little bit of okay, he buck dance. He buck dance.
And he
He
never
does.
goes back when he knows when something comes out that he prejudged something. There was remember that silly video of that guy that hit that girl ran into the back of his Lambo, and she was like, "Hit my car." So anyway, he did a whole video about that on YouTube. Was going in on her. She was ignorant because she was da da da, but she was talking. She was a white girl to mess with black guys. Da da da. Another video came out later that day that shows he did hit her car the second before the video we saw at the previous light. Right. So what happened was he hit her car. He was behind her and she was stopped because somebody was crossing the crosswalk. He went around her, cut off the person in the crosswalk, and in doing so swiped her car. So when the light went green, she went to go chase him because she thought he was evading the accident. But the traffic stopped instantly, so she ran into the back of him. But the video does look like she just runs into the back of him. So
but that's another thing why I don't like black conservatives. They want to be the first ones to banjo dance. I call it banjo belly dancing. I'm serious. Like when all these situations happen, as soon as it happens and I read it, 3 minutes later, I get a notification that one of them doing a video on it.
A deep dive too at that. And they speak with so much confidence and just like you don't even have all the details.
And people got mad at me that I didn't say nothing about Breonna Taylor for months. I was like, no, I want everything first before I said something. I said, here's my consensus. She shouldn't have died the way she did, but we're not gonna act like she was innocent in this.
And we're not gonna act like she was asleep.
That's what I'm saying.
Like she wasn't sleeping. I hate people I hate that echo chamber of information these days and like how social media works.
That's
like
why I go.
How do these idiots think that she was asleep and she was in the hallway? Her body's in the hallway.
She was sleepwalking.
Yeah, it's like
black people suffer from that.
Oh, sleepwalking. I do not endorse kid gravity.
They be sleep twerking.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, how? So y'all think she was laying in her bed, got shot up, and what? Rolled into the hallway, or? And again, like you said it perfectly. Do I think she should die that way? Definitely. No. Not. But
and she wasn't an EMT no more.
And she was running drugs, but I think that don't matter.
I don't care about that part.
Yeah, well,
that part I don't care about. Give me the whole story. That's why I respect old school newspapers. They gave me the full story and let me figure out my opinion. Mm-hmm. If I wanted to know the writer's opinion, I go to the editorial section. Mm-hmm. But everything nowadays is an editorial.
For real.
But that was fine. But Daily has to go.
Yeah, I gotta go, y'all. I gotta head out and do something. I took out some time for Kid Gravity.
Yes, ma'am.
We had some technical difficulties. I don't know what the hell was going on that last time. Because this is perfect.
Because y'all just elected that Blasian, so it was the winds of change.
I do not endorse Kid Gravity. I think
is he not Blasian?
Yeah, he's Blasian. But I'm saying, I know I'm just messing with you.
He's Blasian, and the Japanese about to get broke off in Seattle. It's all good though, baby.
Look, I was born in Tokyo, Japan. I got dual citizenship. So
listen. So you know the spots.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I love Japan. I love Asia.
All right. So I got a tour guide now. My family going next year. All right, let's go.
No, that's real. But no, thanks for having me, Kid Gravity.
Yes,
I wanted to get into we agree on it. But man, that amount of our berry business had me down.
We could talk about that. We could, you know what? We can do a private show about that.
Okay.
Where you can let loose. We won't do it on YouTube. We'll do it on Locals or something, so you can really let loose. Or we can just do it on a regular podcast.
Right. Okay.
But yes, ma'am. But go enjoy the West Coast. Hopefully no earthquakes. Because they had one in Peru the other day.
I know. My June's best friend, he lives out in Peru. He used to be like his he does beats and everything. Mm-hmm. He texted him like he woke up out of sleep. It was like a 7 point something. Then they had another one that was 5 something. 5.2.
Yeah, that's the after. Yeah, so
I'm like, damn. Usually 5.2 was the first one.
Yeah, that might have been an aftershock. But all y'all on the West Coast, y'all better watch.
For real,
Jesus is coming. But folks, we gonna get up out of here.
Right.
Bailee, thank you again for coming on. You got an open door.
Okay.
Just let everybody know where they can find you at.
Yeah. So, I got my ads. So I'm working on my page. So it's not up yet. So, but I'll start promoting it soon.
All right.
I'm just going to use that one for all things content.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I got people in my business on my other one.
Yes, sir.
But all right.
Yes, and y'all know how I give it up. I don't Shepherd ID on Twitter. That's Twitter's a cesspool though, but whatever. Yeah. Kid Gravity Beyond on Instagram, Beyond Borders Podcast, bbmedia.onuniverse.com. I'll give you the links to everything. And yeah, we're gonna get up out of here. Take care, stay safe. According to the little dumbass gnome that swears up and down he's the greatest scientist that ever lived, wear your 3 masks to get your supplies. And just remember, folks, the season of football is almost over. And if you are a Seattle Seahawks, we might do that later. I do have 10 random questions.
I'm depressed
for the Seattle fan base, but keep your heads up.
It's hard out here. Trust me.
I know it's hard out here for a simp. Bye.
Bye.